6:37. I'm tired. It is induction day. It's March 7th. It's 6:37. I'm supposed to call the hospital right now and see what time they want us to come in. Johnny's still asleep. I cut my eyebrows last night and I really chopped this one up. Oops. I didn't go to sleep till really late, so I'm pretty tired. I'm just ready to have this baby because I have not been sleeping well and I have really bad carpal tunnel in my hands and my arms, and it's really messing with my vibe. It's really messing with my sleep. Okay, that's Pico. I woke up this morning and I'm pretty crampy. I was having contractions all day yesterday. Anyways, we are 4 minutes behind, so I'm gonna call.
This is Joanna.
Hi, good morning. I have a scheduled induction for today and I'm just not sure what time we should come in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you have a good breakfast and be here between 8 and 8:30.
8 and 8:30. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye-bye. Felt like I was working for a second. Okay, have a good breakfast. Come in at 8 and 8:30. I don't know why, now I just got a little bit nervous. Well, it's already 6:42. So I think by the time we get up, everything's already packed in the car because we packed everything yesterday. So I think by the time I get up, I'm already up. That's how tired I am. By the time I get Johnny up, get myself ready, he gets ready and we eat breakfast, it's gonna be time. We really only have like an hour and 20 to 40 minutes. So we're gonna do that. Stay tuned. It's a beautiful day to have a baby. Woo. There's Dad. So pretty out today. Here we are, getting a coffee. Oh my god. Our view is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then the little baby will go right here. Oh my god. March 7th, 2025. Room 819. Wah. Beautiful view.
I just want to see what she looks like.
Me too. My hair looks crazy, but you know what? It'll be cute when I take it out. Got my IV. An intern did my IV, so I bled a lot. But we are here. Baby's on the monitor. I think we're all checked in now. I can't flip my camera. Got my water. There's Dad. Dad keeps farting.
I'm tired.
Are you? I hope Gianna has your eyes. Our view is crazy.
Can you believe it?
Ow. I don't know. No, babe. I've been eating so damn much. Having some contractions. Feel like I'm about to have another one here in a second. Feel the tightening happening? The contractions don't hurt. It's like every time I have the contraction, it feels like the baby is like grabbing all the nerves in my and I'm getting like this shooting pain, and that's the worst part. And I'm like, and if you weren't doing that, I'd be perfectly fine. But every time I have a contraction, I'm like, ooh, like I feel like she's playing the violin with like my nerves and my coochie. Oh yeah. Still no medicine.
You're having some contractions.
Yeah, I am. Look at those mountains. That was a smaller one. This one was like an 87er. Gotta go pee before I have another one.
I dare you to give her a kiss right now.
Don't tell him that. Whew. My legs feel so fat, I can't. Like it hurts.
You're not fat.
Not at all. You barely had
But
any swelling too.
My legs feel like swollen. Oh, I'm having one.
Oh, your baby.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Just fine.
Me next.
This is due in 15 minutes.
You said this hall, right? Stay in this hall. Okay.
Push her. Push her.
That's it. Great. Do it again.
Push.
You got it, baby. You got it.
Big breath in.
She's there. Here she is, baby. Here she is. Here she is. Here she is.
Is she, Natalie?
She's 39 and 1.
Okay with it. Okay, so she keeps pooping. Okay, so I wanted to do labor. I wanted to go as natural as possible for as long as possible. My whole thing was with Brooklyn, I got to 4 centimeters. It was really bearable. I'm just curious to know how far I could go. So that was my goal. I got in here at 11:20. They gave me the first dose of, I don't know what the name of the pill was, but it's a pill that they stick up your cervix and it starts to thin it. Typically, once your cervix is thin, if you're not contracting, then they start you on the Pitocin and then you get your contractions. I got my first dose and then they gave me a second dose 4 hours later. I hadn't dilated. wasn't really cramping. After my second dose, I started getting contractions. Then my contractions started coming so frequent. It wasn't even, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It literally went from 0 to contraction after contraction after contraction, super quick. So from about 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 12 o'clock at night, because I started getting contractions around 2 o'clock, but I started getting the back-to-back ones around 4. So from like 4 to 12:30 a.m., I was bearing back-to-back contractions, and they were getting really painful, but they were doable. And I kept telling myself, I can do this, I can do this. I was staying strong. I was doing all the techniques that I was learning. My doula came in and brought me a couple of tools because she knew I wanted to go as natural as possible. I did tell them, I said I would like to do the laughing gas before I turn to epidural. So anyways, that's a whole nother story. But my contractions were back to back to back. I actually had a monitor that was not connected to the cords like your generic one. They had a portable contraction and like baby heart rate monitor on me. So I was like moving all around, bouncing on the ball. It was really cool. They kept telling me this thing is like famous around here. Everybody wants this thing and like you have it. And I was like, sick. So super cool. However, they came in and they were like, oh, it's showing that you're having contractions very close. However, this monitor sometimes picks up more than it actually is doing. And I was like, no, I'm feeling every single one of these contractions. So then finally, maybe an hour or two later, they come in. She sits there and she's hanging onto my stomach. She starts feeling my stomach. She's like, I just need to feel during your contractions. I wasn't even looking at my contraction screen. And I was like, all right, I'm about to get one. And I'd get one. And she was like feeling my stomach as I was getting contractions. And she was like, okay, well, you're definitely over contracting. You're not even staring at your screen and you're obviously feeling them. And I was like, yeah, that's what I literally was telling you. So anyway, she confirms that my contractions are back to back. So then they start me on IV fluids because they were like, dehydration can make you over contract, So then they start me on IV fluids. It does nothing. It maybe slowed them down a minute, but then it just went right back to normal. They didn't do anything about it. They literally just continued to let me contract. And I think because I was handling them so well, they weren't thinking, oh, she's in a whole lot of pain. So in my eyes, I'm like, I'm kicking ass, right? 12:30-ish rolls around and she goes, baby's heart rate doesn't like you sitting here. I'm going to have you lay in bed. Once I laid in bed, things got so intense, so quick. And I was like, okay, I'm ready for the laughing gas. This was my whole birth goal the whole time, was to have the laughing gas. And then they just decided to tell me, somebody else is using the laughing gas and we can't find the key to the closet. So I'm like, we're just now going to tell me this as I'm literally in pain and being like, okay, I'm ready for my freaking pain management that I planned for this whole day. So that was really annoying. I was like, okay, well, this is getting really intense. And she's like, and then if you want the epidural, we have to start you on like bolus, which is going to take about an hour through your IV. And I was like, hello, yeah, let's start this shit then, because all of a sudden I was in crazy pain. Things picked up so fast. And then I was like, can you check me? I need to know, because if I'm not dilated to at least a 6 and this is my pain, there's no way. Like I'm tapping out. She checks me, I'm at a 4. And I was like, no, this is too crazy. And in my head, I'm like, I'm sure if I get the epidural, I can actually finally relax and I guarantee I'll start dilating really fast. So that's what I did. Anesthesiologist comes in, he gives me the epidural, and as soon as I got the epidural, it worked, but didn't work. It kind of calmed them down for a second, and my whole stomach went numb. My legs were kind of numb. I could still move my legs. I still felt my contractions, but like my stomach and like my chest were numb. Like my tits were numb. And I'm like, why am I so numb up here and not down there? So in my head, I'm like, anesthesiologist clearly didn't put my shit in right, because I'm not paralyzed from the legs down. I'm paralyzed from the waist up. And then my blood pressure went super low. My blood pressure was like 80/50. She has to call in another nurse. They have to give me a medication to spike up my blood pressure. And I literally was laying there at this point. I was like, I was shaking profusely, couldn't stop shaking, all while still feeling all my contractions. But now I'm paralyzed from the waist up and I'm still feeling these contractions. So then Johnny comes over and looks at my eyes, and this eye apparently was red and swollen and super restricted, like pinpoint. And then this eye was super dilated. I had two completely different pupils. And so he caught it, tells the nurse. The nurse is like, holy shit, okay, hang on. So then they're trying to call in the doctors to come look at my eyes, and then they're doing all these eye tests, and I'm literally laying there like on my deathbed. I literally was thinking, am I dying? What is happening right now? I literally was laying here for a second. This is it. Like, I'm going to the light. So anyways, I have maybe 10 minutes of semi-chillness. And I kept telling him, I'm feeling my contractions. And at this point, I'm like, I'm feeling the pressure. All of a sudden, I dilated from a 4 centimeter to a 10 centimeter in a matter of 40 minutes. I had no time to prepare. I was under the impression of, let's get my epidural. Let's let my body calm down. It can start to dilate. And I can at least rest a little bit and muster up the energy to push out a baby. But no. In fact, what it did was kind of relax me. I dilated super fast, still felt everything, and then had to push out a baby all while almost dying practically from freaking my epidural. So at this point, I am in a lot of pain. The baby is coming. There is no stopping her. Her head is dropping so damn fast, and I was like, I have to push. She's coming. And it was a feeling of like, I just remember with Brooklyn being like, okay, I gotta push. I want to push. And with Gianna, I was like, I feel her and it feels like I want to push, but I'm fucking scared to push because I was like, I feel everything right now. I feel everything. I feel her. I started feeling the burning. Literally, TMI, my clit was on fire. I like felt it. I was like, holy shit, she's coming. And I am not numb at all. I'm about to fully deliver this baby and feel everything. And that's exactly what happened. All the doctors were delivering babies. She's literally on the phone. She's like, can I get a birthing team? And they were like, all the doctors are delivering babies right now. They threw together a birthing team. It was a bunch of random people that they weren't even holding my legs. Like, my legs were just like flat on the bed and I was pushing. And my mom had to say, shouldn't you guys lift up her legs? And then they were like, oh yeah. And then once they lifted up her legs, she came out. But Johnny couldn't even hold a leg. I had Johnny death grip. I was like, don't leave me. I was biting his shoulder. This was not my plan at all. I just wanted to see how far I could get. I still was planning on pushing her out with epidural, and that's technically what I did. But then my epidural didn't work, so then I fully delivered this baby and felt every part of it. I didn't tear though. That's a plus. Everything's intact. My little babies. Oh.